Hi, my name is Todd Harvey, and
I'm Mark Kubat.
And we're from Mission Media, and we're the creators of the new NF Mid-Atlantic identity and website. And I think when it comes to creating an identity, there's always multiple levels that of which needs to work just in terms of an instant recognizable object, if you will, that people just respond to. I mean, over time, logos tend to rise above their initial meaning and become just an icon unto themselves. But then there's also the initial inspirations that go into creating an identity for an organization. And as I said, we had the pleasure and privilege to do so for NF. I think I'll turn it over to Mark in terms of talking about what the original concept was, and yeah.
Basically, we were given the project, and there was some parameters within it as far as visibility, color-wise, and things being recognizable for people who have NF, which was part of the challenge, to make sure that everyone could see this and immediately understand what they were saying, who it is, the organization as a whole. And we went through several incarnations of it in the process, and we got to a point where we thought we found something that that addressed the
those needs.
Those needs. If you're looking at the logo currently while we're talking,
it's up there.
That's why I keep looking to my left right now. You'll see, I guess first we can start off with the colors. You have a vibrant light green and a darker, very solid, and a tone of that darker shade in the F. It's actually a warmer gray. Wanted to make sure that people could see NF boldly immediately as the first thing. High contrast to the grass green brackets. We were given a list of colors that were difficult for people to see. So in doing this, I wanted to pick a color that was visible to people with NF, but it was also green is sort of an earthy color. It's uplifting. Growth.
Yeah, and I mean, I think just in terms of the shapes of the logo, what we did was, the idea of the brackets. Brackets are often thought of as something that's confining and enclosing, and really we wanted to reverse that, and take the N and the F, which of course neurofibromatosis is a long word, so it doesn't make itself readily available to be a full logo. So, and it's so commonly known as NF, we immediately adopted just using the initials, so to speak. But is to have the N is contained, but that F is sort of breaking out of those brackets, breaking out of the containment. Not unlike just how neurofibromatosis has been in the shadows. You know what I mean? It's been hidden, and so many people feel confined by it, and in terms of its relationship to society, it's often confined and kept separate. It's especially because in some instances it's a very visible condition. So conceptually, having the N and the F break those boundaries, break the brackets, it goes along with that sort of uplifting and sort of advancement of what the organization as a whole is trying to do.
Getting outside of a closed-in mindset of the disease, if you will, and bringing it outside for everyone to see. That's sort of to be aware of and that was the.
And like I originally
process.
said when I started talking, you know, there's multiple levels to developing an identity, that of which is the original concept, and that of which a logo becomes an icon. And not that we expect everyone to look at that logo and see all those layers to it, because you know it's more a little more complicated. But you know, that was the inspiration. But hopefully, you know, as the logo gets more you know, more readily adopted and has a life of its own, it does reach that icon stature. And
No.
yeah, so
The
thank you.
hope.
Thank you.